Welcome to Foshi Farm. It's been a pretty crappy week.
Yep, we've all got COVID and everything tore up and the weather was snowing and raining, so it's been pretty bad.
Yeah, terrible.
The belts broke on the truck. The tractor got air in the lines. And it snowed and rained. And
Only on your off days.
no, it snowed and rained on all the days. Yeah, all my off days, yeah. And now I need to pump up the tires in the tractor too. So the belts on the truck were old and worn, and one broke. I don't know if it's unlucky or lucky, but it broke right as I was pulling into the land. So I had to go get new ones, and they weren't really fitting right. So made it work. Fixed the tractor that day, got the air out of the lines. Spent pretty much all day because I'm farthest thing from a mechanic as you can get. And then on the way home, the other belt broke because it was loose.
Mm-hmm.
So I broke belts twice that day and had to fix the tractor and get the air out of the lines. So it was a pretty crappy day. Spent all day doing that.
It was a pretty day.
Yep, that was the only day that was pretty out of the entire week, I think.
Yep.
And I spent it fixing things.
Even though it was cold, but it was pretty.
Yeah, it was very, very cold. But I guess that's just part of it. Things are going to break.
Yeah. Maybe next time it won't be so hard because there's going to be a next time. Me and Claire saved him, brought him all his stuff.
Yeah, I had crescent wrenches and channel locks, but I didn't have any sockets. At least none big enough to be able to torque down on the bolts with. So she brought me a bigger socket set that I could actually loosen things to loosen the tensioner pulleys for them.
Do you need to have sockets like that in your truck at all times?
Yeah, actually, shout out to Ryan and Audrey because Audrey's got that toolbox.
Oh, that would be handy.
Your dad's getting that welder, so I've already sent him a video of how I want to weld stuff in that toolbox to put all my tools.
What'd you find?
There's Claire.
Can I have it? Can I have it? No, it's yours? Yeah, I had to move her because she found the coins. And we have a candy jar here where you have to stick the coins in to get candy out. She's obsessed with coins. Anyway, yeah, we need a toolbox for your truck.
Yeah, Audrey and Ryan are supposed to be getting it together so I can go buy that toolbox from Audrey to put on the truck. And Dad's going to help me weld different spots to put the tools so that everything can stay organized and I'll have plenty of stuff. But I will have to buy more sockets for that because I need some bigger sockets.
Mm-hmm.
I got small cobalt ones, but they're small. You can't put enough pressure on them.
I'd like to see that happen. Weld an organized toolbox to hold your stuff.
Yeah, because everything is in the back seat right now. It's packed full of tools and power tools.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Yep.
You switching spots with me?
Back in the back seat where Claire's car seat is.
Yeah, Claire rides with a chainsaw.
Hey, her car seat in the back of your truck is the best view of all the vehicles.
And the few days later after the truck broke down, Wendell helped me move the tent to park the tractor under instead of keeping it under a tarp. So now I've got a tent to park it under. So we pulled it out there, graded out that little spot, and put the tent down. And I did a little bit of cutting, and this is kind of just showing a view of what it looked like after that cutting.
The first one.
Yeah, the first cut with a bush hog.
It was kind of snowy then.
I didn't cut this day. I think or I might have. I can't remember. But we.
This was the snow day.
Yeah.
Not the snow day, but the other snow day.
I think I went out there and used a
Right.
chainsaw or weed eater or something just to do something in the snow.
Oh, yeah, you used that weed eater, and you went so far, and then you realized.
Yeah, we took the weed eater and I put these, metal blades that hook onto the weed eater head that you can replace it with, and it can cut brush. It does a decent job, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a weed eater with a metal cutting head, so it's not like a box blade or bush hog or something like that. They can push things over, do what it needs to do.
Mm. But you went really far, and then you realized that you really hadn't gone that far, that our property is big. So big.
Yeah, and also realized that what an hour's worth of work would take with 5 minutes on a bush hog, so I figured it just wasn't worth the time. And there's a bunch of deer walking around there, and so Levi came over
I'm sorry.
one day during all this, and he bought a 18-foot ladder stand, so we decided we were going to put it up and do a little hunting. I do more of afternoon hunts, and Levi does more morning hunts.
Because he's a crazy person.
He gets off work at 5 in the morning, so might as well go hunting.
I forget that. Yeah. Anyway, it's out there. And we have a camera out there, too. We caught one deer on a picture of one deer.
Yeah. This is going back to that far southwest corner, if you remember a few videos ago, where we were moving putting the T-post in across the creek. I guess down there where the hardwood is. Yeah, down there where the hardwood is, where the camera's pointing is where that is. Still far away from it, though.
Wow. I have not been out there myself since all this has been cut. So it'll be interesting to go out there by myself. Or myself. And see it. Because I'm here with Clara while he goes out there. So we're thinking about maybe doing faster things to get the land cleared, or like at least the driveway in place.
Yeah, we anticipated on it being pretty expensive, but we still want to save money where we can, and we're wanting to get rid of the pine anyway. So we've been juggling different ideas between, cutting the pine down where the driveway's going to go, pushing the trees over in the excavator.
That view really shows it.
Oh yeah, that's up in the tree stand. But anyways, we were thinking about using the excavator to push the trees over, or doing something just to get the driveway going. So I've been on the phone with several different companies and several different people to come out there and give me estimates, and
like options to sell the pine trees being cut, and then one person wants to push them over and take them. And then the forestry mulcher.
Yeah. So this weekend I've got a guy who wants to come and price all the pine and buy them from me, and he'll pretty much cut them, and then I'll pay someone later or afterwards to do come in with an excavator and dig up the stumps that where the driveway is going to go. And then also got a guy coming possibly tomorrow to do a bid on doing the using forestry mulch on that back 10 acres on the thick spots where we can't cut. And there's still a lot of stuff that we can cut. It's just might as well get a price now and see where we're at and see where we need to get to be in budget. But I guess we just don't know how much things will cost, so we're getting more people to come out there and tell us, so we'll have a better idea. But hopefully we can sell all the timber and use that money to get someone to dig up the stumps, and then also use that money to put in the road going in.
It's going to be what? How long?
Close to somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 foot.
That's what I thought. A long driveway, but it'll be private out there.
Yeah.
And we have our house plans close to finalized also. Yep.
This is a couple days later. I cut a lot more with the bush hog and going back through it on the 4-wheeler, so it's a little bumpy. But all the pine, we won't go on regardless. So we don't know which way we want to do it or how we want to do it, but we know we want it gone. So that's the reason why we're going to bring the guy out. Might as well get some money out of the pine instead of doing something else with it.
Does anyone want to relocate squirrels and little animals that are going to lose their home? How bad is it that it's wintertime and they're probably all hibernating and we cut their trees down?
Circle of life. I guess the coyotes got to eat too.
Oh my gosh. Kill the coyotes. There's Clara. She's the best.